So you've been out and bought yourself a brand new DJI Mini 3 Pro. Not only that, you decided that the package for you included this new RC controller. But there's a bit of a problem because this new controller has no way of any cell service or network connection. When you get on location, you could find yourself flying blind because as this has got no internet connection, it will have no whereabouts or location as to where it is in the world, as you can see on screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in this video how you take your Android device and set up a personal hotspot and pair it with this, allowing you to have access to live maps on location and enable you to be able to check your firmware updates as well. So let's get into it. So the reason I wanted to do this video is because one of my subscribers actually reached out to me to ask me how you did this exact process. So I figured if one person might be struggling, there might be many of you out there that are struggling with the same. Now at the end of the day, if you usually fly with a tablet, for example, that doesn't have cell service, not so much of a problem because all you can do is open up your DJI Flight app when you're at home where you've got an internet connection, and then of course it will download the maps there and then. You can leave the app open without closing it and the problem's solved. But the trouble is with this, the minute you turn it off, obviously it doesn't have that data stored. So when you're at home, you might be able to turn it on and it'll know the location, but as soon as you move, it's then not going to know. So first of all, I'm going to take my Android device. What I'm going to do is just share my screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So firstly, what we're going to need to do is scroll down on our screen, okay, and we're going to hit the settings icon there. Okay, we're going to go to this one here, connection and sharing. And you can see at the top where it says personal hotspot. So we're going to click on that. Now here is where you can turn the personal hotspot on or off. Okay, so if we toggle that on, so now you've turned on personal hotspot, what does that actually mean? What it basically means is your phone is now going to use its cell service or network connection if you're here in the UK, cell in the US, depending on how you pronounce it. And what it's going to do is it's going to share that connection and broadcast it for other wireless devices to be able to pick up. Now what we need to do is of course set a username and password which the RC controller can then find. Now I have already set this as GAVINHR and I've set my password as 123456789. Okay, now once obviously this hotspot is on, this is now broadcasting a signal, and those are the settings that I need to enter to be able to connect a separate device. So now I'm going to put this to a side, okay, and I'm going to grab my RC controller. So let's go ahead and turn it on the usual way. There we go. So I've just turned the drone on so you can get a bit of a practical piece of information so you can see exactly what's going on. So once this drone connects, let me just quickly start my screen recording. So now we've got this connection, I'm going to click Go Fly. And then I'm going to open up the map. So if I open up the map, you can see that there is nothing there. Basically, because this RC controller has got no internet connection to be able to load the maps up, it hasn't got a clue in where it is in the world. Okay, so let me show you how to get around this. So if we swipe down on the screen, we're going to go ahead and click Wi-Fi. Okay, now what we need to do is press and hold on the Wi-Fi till it brings up the Wi-Fi menu. So now we've got a list of Wi-Fi networks. You can see it says GAVINHR. Now, if you remember, we set the name as GAVINHR on my device. So of course, this is now searching for the Wi-Fi that is putting out. So let's go ahead and tap on that. And if you remember, I set the password as 123456789. Let's put that in. 123456789. Okay, let's click connect. There we go, and now you can see we have got a connection. So all I need to do is back out of that. And there you go, look. Now you can see that we have now got maps loaded. We can select that as satellite. So now the drone knows exactly where it is. Not only that, of course, because the drone now knows where it is and it's got an internet connection, we can of course pop into the settings, click about, and we can check for any firmware updates. As you can see, my firmware is all up to date. So yeah, relatively short video. I'll try and maybe cut it up to pause the gaps. But yeah, that is how you use your Android device, set it up as a mobile hotspot, and then tether it with your RC to be able to download all the maps while you are on location to save you flying blind. If I quickly pop back to my screen, all I need to do is once I have finished, just pop it to the same setting and just turn that off. And the reason you want to turn it off is because, of course, when it's broadcasting on the personal hotspot, it's going to use quite a lot of battery. So that's a short video, but hopefully you found it useful. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Of course, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're awesome. Until next time, see you again soon.